Hello and welcome to WSN News for November 10th, 2017. It's the Friday edition. We will be going live for the last time this week today. We have an exclusive bunch of things to show you. We even had a brand new Kickstarter to talk about today that I'm excited about, that we just got told about. I'm a fan of it. Before we go any further, I just wanted to quickly talk, and I'll wrap it up very quickly. Basically, for those who've known, we've gone through a rough couple months between hurricanes and hacks and people trying to get into our site, just issues left and right. It has been troublesome to try to get things done. I officially feel like I've not caught up. I don't think you ever caught up. I don't think our work, because there were things we missed and you can't go back. But I can say that I feel like we're in a better place than we've been in a while, and I'm happy to announce our brand new logo, an icon on top. I think it's beautiful. I wanted it to be something more colorful, more powerful, something that really said who we are. The last one had so much. Yeah, Colton, we were kind of hacked. They tried to use bots to get in. It never got through our security. But the way that they try to hack you is that they send these bots to constantly go through passwords. The problem is that for my website, I have a very long password that most bots won't even bother trying to get that far. They try smaller sequences, and I use an extremely long password, and so do most of the people. I mean, I think that someone got in on 2 of our author pages, but our author pages, they don't have a lot that you can actually do. So it sucked. No, we didn't lose anything, and even if they got into an author page, they couldn't do shit. Author pages don't have the cool stuff that I have as admins and my admins do, and our admin passwords are beyond ridiculous. So this is going to be WSN News today with our brand new logo, which I think is our top story of the day. Now remember to stay tuned all the way to the end, because we have a brand new Kickstarter that I just found out about today through our WSN thing, and I'm going to show you guys how to actually get the news to me, so you guys know how to be part of this. We are going to start off, as we always do, by looking at our top stories on our site. Right now, we have Romney turns up the color in its Kickstarter campaign, Alter Life Kickstarter exclusive, Agreta shares her fiance Hannah Buckes, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, story with her published. It's a sneak preview of Dreamwalkers. Markel Dupree reminds us be there for our veterans. To be there for our veterans. A glimpse of things to come soon. Villains too. Markel Dupree showcases his 2 different universes in one print by Marcelo Trom and Andrea Calistini. Thank you to the veterans from Written Sins and Aaron Hazur. See what the guys at Cornerstone Studios are capable of. We're going to talk about the Southwest Florida Comic Con, where we'll have Sinners and Stabby Bunnies and Solar Flares in Fort Myers. We're going to talk about Salvagers design character art for a game coming up in November's Art of the Day. Today is Friday, so war has continued on Tapas with an exclusive new episode today. DragonCon 17 gave us The Mantis. Mr. Ree is still on fire on Kickstarter. And those are the top stories today. We're also going to, remember, at the end, show you guys something cool that we haven't posted on the site. I kind of wanted it just for this show, and I want to show you guys how to interact with us. So, I mean, you guys know about the Written Sins group and how to put things on Facebook on our group, right? Until you make it to the site. That's what some of these articles are coming from today. But I'm going to show you something else that we've been doing lately, because I don't think a lot of people are aware. So we're going to do that. Let's start off with Romney. Romney is Stephanie Danielson is Romney. Now, I think that I would love to do a actual Spoken Sins with Stephanie and find out what's behind this. So if Dan DeMille watches this video, let Dan DeMille and his team know that I would love to interview Stephanie and figure out what's going on and how this project came to be. And of course, they're invited to be on the program too. I want to see the whole group. So the colors are coming in. There's better art than we've seen the whole project. It's getting added now. You see it's fantastic. So I'm very excited about this. I'm a backer. I'm one of the first backers. So join me in celebrating this. And remember, tomorrow we will have Kickstarter talk. We're going to do a rare weekend show for it. Alter Life, Kickstarter exclusives. These are the amazing Kickstarters that you can see. These are the amazing pieces of art that you can see on the Alter Life Kickstarter. These are limited, so if you like them, now is the time to act. You can just click here on alterlife.com. And remember, I know you can't see it when you're on your phone, and we went over this a while ago where we used to put click me on all this. When you see a website on our site where you see like alterlife.com, they're always linkable. If there's a bad link, we try to fix them very quickly. We had a couple yesterday that went haywire. It happens. It's either me making a mistake during coding or sometimes just when you update for some reason computers. There's AI there that likes to fuck with me. Not in a bad way, it just teases me. This is the cool art from the Dreamwalkers. Very amazing art, kind of cool. Definitely looks intense. Dreamwalkers seems to be a great Kickstarter. You got to check that out. That'll be on our countdown tonight. We're talking about the veterans now. I don't know if you guys knew this, but 22 veterans a day commit suicide. And if you know a veteran who's struggling with that, here's a number that they can call. And remember, you can call the Veteran Crisis Hotline too if you know a veteran who's suffering and ask them the ways that you can help them. Speaking of being able to help veterans, there's a donation online charity auction that's going to be happening through the Veteran's Wife. And you can just click right here and it'll take you to the Veteran's Wife on Facebook. And this is something that we're excited to be helping them with, and we're going to continue to do that. And we'll probably switch over on Kickstarter Talk to the online charity auction that's accepting donations. We'll have more information of that as we find out more. We only found out about today. And I do suggest that everyone checks out Five Finger Death Punch, Wrong Side of Heaven. It's a powerful song. Listen to it for Veterans Day. It is, and watch the video. It is amazing. As you know, Written Sins is a proud supporter of veterans. So please, please, if you know someone who's a veteran, reach out tomorrow and talk to them and see how they're doing. Glimpse of things to come. Coming soon, Villain 2. Here it comes, and it's going to be hitting in December 2017. Put it on your calendars. This is going to be the Christmas gift you're going to want. Markel Dupree showcases this amazing art that intertwines two of his universes. That's right. Markel Dupree is on Lucky Shot, which is a completely different universe from his FFC days. Plus, remember, Marcel Dupree is the creator of not only just Angelic Rain, but one of my favorite comic books is Delia Blast. And I got to read SFC today. I want to do a review of it this weekend, so stay tuned for that. Spoilers, it's good. All right, so we're going to talk veterans, more about the veterans, and this is a thank you to all the veterans from Written Sins. We're using Aaron Hazuri's art. He's an amazing artist. He's the guy behind the Toaster Guy. He had this art. We took it to showcase him and to showcase his amazing talents for Art of the Day program. We went today so we could have it on the show today. That's from Aaron, and for all of us from the Written Sins family, we want to thank all the veterans for what they do. Happy Veterans Day. Please do spend the day reaching out to someone that you know served and just thanking them for their service. And also, just as a side note, for those who are watching this that are veterans, Olive Garden is offering free food for any person who's a veteran, any human who's a veteran. So keep that in mind. If you're a veteran, you can eat free tomorrow at Olive Garden. I'm sure there's conditions that will apply, but it's something. This is the Cornerstone Creative Studio. They've updated it recently to add a few characters. It's only getting bigger and bigger. I can't wait for the first Kickstarter. It should be coming anytime soon. Given the recent developments in entertainment, seeing what our guys are capable of. This is kind of very cool that the universe is even bigger now. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what's next. Alex says he loves the new logo. Thank you, buddy. That's my Pookie. Southwest Florida Comic-Con will have Sinners and Stabby Bunny with Solar Flare in Fort Myers. This is going to be my home show. We're going to do a deal, and I'm going to tell you guys, for the first time ever, because it's a home show, I think it's important. I'm planning to do 3 of my books for $10, 3 of my books, and a Written Sins tank top for $20. It's insane. I'm cutting the prices really deep because I want a strong community at home. I know I know that, this won't be a profitable show for me because I'm cutting the prices so much down. But I mean, the argument can be made I'm not really traveling because it literally is 10 minutes from my house, maybe 15 if there's traffic. So this is a really close show. So I want to do something special. I want to build a community around me in my community. So if you're near Fort Myers or in Florida and you want some of my printed books, this will be the weekend to get them from me. You'll also be able to see Scout Comics, Solar Flare, and Stabbity Bunny, and my good friend Richard Rivera will be stopping by and having his own table. As a matter of fact, I believe table is 78 or 81, but either way, it's on our site, and you guys can see it. This is Bob Sally Salvagers designs for his amazing upcoming game. You can find out more by clicking Bob Sally Salvagers right here, Board Art Game. And I'm sure more is going to be coming about that in the coming weeks, but it looks fantastic. If you're not a fan of Salvagers, you should be. War has begun on Tabatha. This is the continuing saga that has been going on for weeks now. An amazing story. I can't wait to see my good friend again. I actually got to see if he's going to come hang out with me at Fort Myers. I got to reach out to him. He's a veteran, so I'll make sure to do it tomorrow and see how he's doing. This is my good friend. He's been doing a great job, Mr. Vallis. So check it out. Reloading. Here's Mantis from Guardians of the Galaxy. And you know what I loved about the Dragon Con is that all the background cosplay. And obviously a cosplayer is taking a minute just to relax. It is a turmoil to be there. But a fantastic cosplaying nonetheless. The only problem I had with the cosplaying at this event was the fact that constantly the lighting sucked. No matter where you stood, you couldn't get great lighting. So that was the one downside. So we're going to talk about the 44. But before we go to the 44, which is on the week, which we're now renamed, like we said last night, to this week in our sinful categories. While that's loading, I want to show you something. So when you got new news and you want me to show it to you, one of the easiest ways to find me is to go on social media at Rob Anderson. If you're already a friend of me because you're watching this video and you're more than likely a friend of mine, you just scroll through it. And all of a sudden you'll notice that every day during the week, I post things that ask for news. Now, remember I told you we were going to have something brand new today? And you can see these are all the things I share in a given day. Here it is, Trans-Migrant Interdimensional Taxi Cab Service Volume 1, the first time on our show. It's a brand new Kickstarter I just found out about today. So it's going to be a collection of issues 1 through 5 of the original sci-fi comedy book series featuring a kick-ass girl cop, drunk cosmic cabbie, and an irritable cat navigator. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Colton Sorrells, and along with my brother Casey, we are the creators of Trans-Migrant Interdimensional Taxi Cab Service, also known as TITS. This Volume 1 Kickstarter features 120 pages of story art by David Gunwin and colors by Yves Amador. These books are done and will be mailed out before Christmas time. Take a look at this short video to see the art for yourself. Thanks for watching.
Now it's amazing to know that I've been following since TITS 1. It was one of the first Kickstarters we really went out of our way to try to help fund. We worked our asses off to get it out there as much as we could. We got into some trouble at some points because of the name, but I'm more than accustomed to that with Fetish Babies. But it has grown. It used to go more by TITS, but now you can see that they've begun to use the Trans-Migrant Interdimensional Taxi Cab Service. Oh, and Colton actually wrote the music playing in the background. That's awesome. I didn't even know you were still with us. Yeah, but the Trans-Migrant Interdimensional Taxi Cab Service is the name. It's always been the name, but the play on name is TITS, which we're going to look at the rest of this. Okay, the video is over, so check out the beautiful art. So this is going to be, let's see if it says how many pages. No, it's just a collection of issues 1 through 5. So you're literally going to, I mean, this is your way to catch up and become a fan. Let's see, you got digital packs, you got the Volume 1 pack, which is, you get logos, you get Volume 1. So, I mean, it is really cool. I have all the books, but I'm still probably going to try to get the volume 1. Here are all the available rewards. Kind of cool, kind of badass. I've always said I see this as becoming a cartoon. And I think it's really, I mean, the art in it's amazing. The story is funny as hell. Obviously, we're going to be putting this on the site tonight. But what I'm trying to explain to you guys is that I've been asking for your news. And Colton saw it. And Colton and me know each other. You know, and he probably just didn't think to actually tell me about the Kickstarter. And I don't always hear things. You got to understand, my feed is full of a lot of people. I have, I think, 3,000 friends just about now. So sometimes it's hard. Yeah, it's individual issues. Okay, so it's going to be like a collector's pack. It'll be individual issues. It is not a actual trade back. But that's cool, too. They're amazing issues. But either way, Transmigrant Interdimensional Taxicab Service was told to me by social media. Tag me. Make sure I know about it. That's the point that I wanted to express to you guys. Let me know what's going on these. Check my site. Whenever you have something, let me put it on. And as always, the quicker way to get anything on our show is to just go to Written Sins, add our group, and you'll be able to put it on. And we have something new from 1 hour ago. I haven't checked it. See how quickly things show up. Another Kickstarter from Stanley. You guys get to see it now. And while that loads, so, you know, we'll even check out this video. Oh, it's 2 minutes and 54 seconds. I'm kind of out of town, so I'll give him 30 seconds.
Toby True Story, and I'm putting together a Kickstarter campaign for my comic series, Ancient Days. And this first campaign is for the very first issue. This is an action manga that's set in an urban setting and has a little bit of a fantasy element to it.
All right, to find out more about that, visit Ancient Days Issue 1. Both of these Kickstarters will be on tomorrow's show, Kickstarter Talk. So look forward to that. It'll also be added to our list tonight. Here is This Week in Indie Comics. I should actually put that. That'll be for starting next week. This will say This Week in Indie Comics. Of course, we have our Comic-Con Highway exits, which we'll talk about really quickly. It's a Friday show. I'll sneak it in. And we've removed the ones that have funded, so all these are live now. Undig Greatness with the Cadaver's Reverend. Check out Something Bizarre on Kickstarter. Become a hero in Gotham, because Gotham Pizza needs a new window, or a door, I should say, because they're assholes in the world. Lucky Shot #1 in FFC Comics can now get you an amazing print by Marcel Dupree's being combined in these things with that picture we saw. I'll actually add it to this tonight. Part of the things I add. Help support the Dragon Troll Chronicles. Hellion Rising is still kicking ass, and you have to pray that you're amongst the first to die. Don't understand. That's kind of scary. MLAC and LAC, Independent Comic Show up in Canada, helps support bringing the arts to a gallery. Tales of Mystery continues to burn hot, but time is almost out. So if you haven't backed it, now is the time to go. Alter Life continues to offer some of the most amazing stories and exclusive Kickstarter art. If you haven't backed Alter Life, or you don't even know what Alter Life is, today's your day to figure it out. Go there and check it out. Replicator is the real deal, and replicate what all the fans have been doing on Kickstarter and back it. They still have room for you at the Twilight Hotel. Romneys is going to get a makeover this weekend when we add the new colorful art into this. So next week, you'll see that amazing art we saw on the show tonight. Tag into the FFC Team Kickstarter. Obviously, up there when we saw the FFC thing right here, this was actually for Last Ember Press Team Up. So now if you back Last Ember, Lucky Shot, and FFC, you'll be able to get 2 exclusive prints. Both have to be the 20 or above. That's the print edition. Sinetro 2050 is a collection of chapters 1 through 3 from a cyberpunk mystery comic, Sinetro 2050. Take a walk with the Dreamwalkers. We saw some exclusive art today. And help kickstart the Savannah Comic-Con, which I will be at in Georgia. Please help us continue to make that. And as we go out tonight, because it's Comic-Con weekend, let's talk about the Comic-Con Highway. And to do that, my name is Mr. Anderson, and this is the Written Sins Comic-Con Highway Exit Show, done weekly to tell you about your local events near you that you can visit this weekend, the 45th week of 2017, week ending November 9th through the 12th. Before we go on with that, this video is brought to you by the Savannah Comic-Con, now on Kickstarter. You can help kickstart a Comic-Con in Georgia. How cool is that? As always, we bring you the best shit, and that's going to be a fantastic Comic-Con. Be part of the inaugural Comic-Con that was born on Kickstarter. Now let's get to our new list today. We're going to go all the way up to our Comic-Con highway exits, and here we go. And yes, we're going to use pumpkins all of November. Fuck Christmas. Fuck Christmas in the ass. They came for us by coming too early in the goddamn year for Halloween. So now I might continue to use pumpkins through Christmas. I'm going to make Halloween invade Christmas. Bah humbug. No, I'm just kidding. There is a sin. I'm not going to say that. I know there are kids watching this show, right? Some of you are only 20. So here are the Comic-Con exits for this week. You're going to have B. Alex Thomas tables at Monterey Comic-Con in California. That's November 10th, 11th, 2017. This is going to be at the Embassy Suites by Hilton in Monterey, California. My good friend Andrea, creator of The Shepherd, will be at the North Carolina Comic-Con in Bull City, Durham. He'll be joined by Michael Bennis, and he's just volunteering, Michael, but Andrea will have his own table. This is in North Carolina again. We're going to have Russell. Russell's going to be, oh, shoot. I saw the name of this. It's at the Hard Rock Hotels, Palm Springs Comic-Con. Russell's going to be in Palm Springs Comic-Con. He didn't give me a lot to actually type in this, so there's not a lot that I wrote. This is just, we got this amazing, this picture really covered it all, so they didn't need to type in a lot. So that was actually really cool of him to give me this awesome, cool, I guess, logo or graphic for the event. And you see all of his wonderful creations: Monsters Unscared, Ichabod Jones, Katrina Hates the Dead, Gumshoes, and the Wannabe Press. If you're in California, this might be a competing show at the other California one, but California's pretty big. If you're going to be near Palm Springs, this is the event to go to. New York is going to have the Saratoga Comic-Con from the 11th to the 12th. That will be Saturday and Sunday, obviously. This will be, we'll take a quick look because I know Saratoga, this should be at the Raceway. I'm just going to quickly look to see November 10 p.m., 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. So I'm guessing it's, I don't know, I think the times are off, but this is in Saratoga Springs, New York. It's there's a racetrack for those who don't know if you're in New York. Now, because it was such a short week, we decided to talk about next week's Comic-Cons. And for those who are tuned in for the WSN news show that we filmed right before this, you know about the Southwest Florida's first comic book and pop culture show ever. It's a Written Sin show. That doesn't mean that we sponsored it. It means we'll be there. I just want to make that clear. This is actually from our Written Sins page. That's why it says Written Sin show. Everything on that did. We have our own list of places we'll be. I've been representing Written Sins, but so has Alyssa Anderson, and a few other people have begun to in our reporting staff, and it's only going to grow next year. But we are going to be in the Pelican Room. We is me, Mr. Anderson, the advocate for indie comics, along with all of you who watch these shows. Scout Comics will be joining me. Solar Flare will be joining me. And Richard Rivera, my good friend, and actual table mate at times. We'll be table mating actually that weekend as well. Remember, this isn't this weekend. This is okay, you guys get the basic idea. It's Friday night. I'm going to cut it off. We'll talk about next week. Check out our new logo as we end the show. Thank you for tuning in to WSN.